Hello everyone. Thank you all for joining. This is going to be a brand new video. On today's episode, we will be discussing the news about the Nintendo Switch 2. So, I am using my HyperX Quadcast 2S mic, and this is supposed to give me some decent quality, I heard. It's actually really good. I've tested it out. But we're going to be doing a little bit of a podcast on some of the news that has come out for the Nintendo Switch 2. That's what I'm going to be basically talking about today. Pre-orders, accessories, asking you guys questions. If you want to answer in the comments, you're more than free to do so. The reason I have these 8 games on each side is I wanted you guys to answer a question at possibly the end of this video. If you could, it's up to you. But I'm doing a test to see, knowledge based, if you think the left side is better. This being the left side, or is the right side better? And these are not all the games I have for the Nintendo Switch 2. These are just some of the physical copies of the games that I've bought, and I have so many digital games, it's ridiculous. For instance, Tears of the Kingdom, one of my favorite games on the Switch that I still have not completed to this day, just because, I don't know, I just wanted to hold off on beating the game. I don't know why. Same thing for Metroid Prime. I think the same thing for Super Mario Wonder. What else have I not beat? Sonic Generations. Haven't beat that still. I still have not finished The Witcher. It's going to probably be a long time until I get back to that game. Haven't finished Kakarot, but I've played it. Really good game. Metroid Dread, I did beat that. Monster Hunter, I don't even think I even played that. I just bought it just because. Arceus, I have beat that many times, as well as Violet. Overwatch, yeah, I play that on like every single console. But this is what we're going to be basically talking about, is Nintendo Switch news, things you're looking forward to, hopefully. What are you getting when it comes out? If you did pre-order, if you didn't pre-order, just let me know in the comments section. Are you gonna get it when it debuts, or are you gonna wait and see all the reviews, if they're positive, if they're negative, so that way you can save yourself some money? Because $500, $520 is a pretty big commitment to make for a new console that you're unsure about or you haven't done all the research for. So that is what we will be talking about. And for right now, what I am going to do is leave this video on black. So don't think like the video's over. I still will be talking, and I will be giving you guys comments. It's going to be more ASMR-ish on this next part of the video. But I just want to get you guys' insights, and I want you guys to hear my thoughts on the new Nintendo Switch 2 that will be releasing on June 4th, 5th as the official date, but June 4th for West Coast time. So here we go. So as I was saying, on today's video, we will be discussing the Nintendo Switch 2. And one of my major things that I, as a gamer, try to take with a grain of salt is the info that you do see on the internet. Not everything is always true. Rumors can be, misinformation or they might get it from somebody that's not reputable, as well as, there's some people I legit hate. And I'm using that word very lightly, but there are some YouTubers that I hate with a passion. Like, they make it their job to do clickbait things that might say, oh, reasons to not buy it, or guess what Nintendo just said about such and such, and then they like do it for clicks, but I get it at the same time. But a lot of these people that do that are total douchebags, because the people that are actually buying these things, the consumer, they're relying on, YouTubers like us to give them quality information that's truthful about it and not just speculation. So if you had somebody that said, Ninja Gaiden's coming to Switch 2, the new one, or Ghost of Tsushima's been announced, or Assassin's Creed Odyssey's getting a remaster, and they know it's a lie or they know it's false information, those are the kind of YouTubers I despise. Like, people that just give out false information just because they want to get, a lot of views on their, channel. Very annoying. I just wish they had like a button sometimes to actually block out some of the channels that you do see online. But when you're in the search bar looking up Nintendo Switch 2 news and you're trying to find reputable stuff, it's kind of hard, and you got to weed out the ones that are good. So let's get into this first part, though. The Nintendo Switch 2. From what I've personally seen, videos, previews, trailers, graphical tests, demos, the new upgrade system for a lot of the games that'll be coming out, some of the games that even I showed in the beginning of this video, they have Nintendo Switch 2 upgrades that you can pay. I think it's like $10 for games like Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. They haven't, I don't think, said anything about Metroid Prime, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Super Mario Bros. Wonder, Pokemon Arceus. I don't think they've said some things about some of those games. Because what I was telling somebody is I think in my heart, the reason why they did the regular standalone console and then the Mario Kart World Bundle is because they want to sell as many Mario Kart games as possible. Not just the physical cartridge of it, but as well as the game key, I think, that's going to come with the bundle. So you'll be able to share that game with other people that are in your same house with the Wi-Fi. I think it's with the game share ability. Pokemon Violet and Scarlet, I think, are getting enhancements, which is pretty cool because I still play those games. I would hope they would make a new Marvel Ultimate Alliance. If not that, some of the other games that are coming out, like The Witcher, Batman, Arkham City, games that came out on the Switch 1 as a port, I hope those do get upgrades eventually. If they don't, it's not a deal breaker. One of the games I'm specifically getting is going to be Cyberpunk 2077 Ultimate Edition. That game looks ridiculously good. The fact that you'll be able to play it on the go is really good too. I could care less how some people are making it a big deal about, it's 4K and da-da-da-da-da. I could care less. I just care personally about games that have a good story, and if you have good graphics with it, that's just a clear bonus. There's nothing worse than having a crappy story with great graphics. You just have it just doesn't make sense to me sometimes. And the fact that some people are willing to come on social media and say, "Oh, well, the graphics are this or that," or and they'll criticize. The system hasn't even come out yet to the public, and this probably, in my eyes that I've seen, is the most criticized console in such a long time. It's ridiculous. Everybody's got their 2 cents to put in. Social media is taking a big leap, of course. But everybody's got their 2 cents to chip in about the Nintendo Switch 2. Oh, you should get the Steam Deck, or oh, this is better, or why don't you get PC? Oh, it's not updated graphics. Most people that are playing Nintendo consoles don't give two craps about if it's 4K 120, 4K 60. Those are just additives. Those are just bonuses. People are not playing Zelda, Wind Waker, Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom because they think it comes close to God of War Ragnarok. It's just, no, or The Last of Us. We play these games because some of these are our favorite characters who have OG status, and we want to play what's new. If it had graphics like God of War or a story like that, which it does, the story at least, but if it had graphics like God of War, it's a miracle. But the thing about it is I have mostly every console. Played on every console. Played on PC, Xbox, PlayStation, all of that. Nintendo Switch, all of it. I could care less. I'm a gamer. There is no rule that says you can't play every single system or every single type of game. Games are meant to be played. It's not like a red or blue type of thing. You can only be on this side or that side. No. And that's one of the things I like to reiterate is when you buy consoles, you're buying it for what you like. You're buying it maybe because your family likes to play these games. We're not buying Mario Kart World because it looks anything close to Gran Turismo 7. No. We're getting items and hitting people with blue shells and throwing banana peels on a racetrack. If you're that into graphics and realism with cars, go buy Gran Turismo. Go play Need for Speed. Go play, Ridge Racer. I don't know. But play a game that you find, that fits your view of what you want to play. Nobody's forcing Mario Kart down your throat. Nobody's forcing Smash Brothers down your throat. Like, that it's not it. There's a reason why these games sell so much on the Nintendo is because they're so accessible and easy to get into. Gran Turismo, for instance, has it's such a great game, but there's so much intricate little things that go into, building up your car, setups, maintenance, all of that stuff. Way more detailed and in-depth stuff than a game like Mario Kart. But that's not why people play these games. They're fun. They're legit fun. You're not seeing the same people play Mario Kart sometimes as people that are playing, simulation racing games like Gran Turismo. You just don't. You don't get the same action, at least I feel. But aside from that, some of the games that I will be looking forward to, and when you think about it, $500 for the bundle, paying tax on it is like about $540. If you were to get a controller, Pro Controller, another $80. If you were to get the memory cards, minimum $60. You're looking, and maybe even another game like Street Fighter 6 or something, or Bravely Default, or I don't know, something else. You're looking to spend almost $700. And that's not to scare you away from buying it, but day one is gonna be so much money spent on these Nintendo products. It's gonna be ridiculous. The main thing I think a lot of people are gonna be buying, though, to go with their Nintendo Switch is game cases, screen protectors, battery cable, like USB Type C cables. Most people are going to be probably buying one more game. They might be buying 2 games. But 2 of these games being like, let's say $60, $70, maybe even $15 if you're getting something like I think it's called Fast Fusion. A lot of people are getting the Pro Controller. You're going to be spending somewhere close to $600 and something. It's a lot of money. It's an investment. But yes, we are all gamers. And this is another thing that I wanted to get into, because I might make this even a part 2. Nintendo, with the whole tariffs thing, they gave us and pushed the release, back for pre-orders. They literally gave us a month. And it was funny because when the pre-orders went out, people were saying, "Oh, I can't get it. Oh, I don't want to go to GameStop, Best Buy, Walmart. I tried to order and it got canceled." They've given us a month or more to buy this. Most people have known about this coming out for almost 6 months now. If you haven't saved up money and you're a serious gamer and you want to upgrade, it is, in my opinion, your own effing fault for not getting it. They've made it super accessible. Some people will say, "Well, I don't live in America," or "I don't, there's no GameStops around here." You can find a way to get it. If you want something that bad, if you prioritize it that good, you will find a way to get it. And this isn't like a Randy Pitchfork thing where he said, the game is $80, so you'll find a way. A real fan. No. This isn't that. This isn't like if you're a real Nintendo fan. No. The Switch 2 is going to come out on June 4th. If you want it on release day, you can make yourself available to get it. If you don't get it on release day, that's fine too. It's not like the fucking system is going to disappear and they're all going to be gone. No. They're going to continuously have restocks because of how dang popular this console is. They're going to have it day of, probably even the day after, probably even the month after. You just got to find a way to get it. I'm not telling you to, sabotage yourself and risk not paying your rent to buy a Nintendo Switch. No. Everybody's got bills to pay. Everybody, has other priorities besides just Nintendo Switch gaming. Find the time, if you have the ability, to get it. If you don't, hey, you can always get it later down the road. You're not missing out on something that is going to kill you. It's not going to kill you to get the Nintendo Switch 2 at a later date. It's really not. If if you were that adamant about getting it on the day of, hey, do what you gotta do. I will be making a part 2 to this video. Thank you guys for listening, watching, and enjoying what content that I've given you guys. And remember, if you can leave a comment at the end of this video letting me know if you thought the left side or the right side had the better games. I'll see you guys on the next video, and thank you again.